Alright, new week, and before we get started, I want to thank the sponsor of this video. This video is brought to you by Morning Brew. Morning Brew is a free Monday through Sunday daily newsletter that gets you up to speed on all your business news and does it in 5 minutes or less. That's how I treat life. I treat life like a movie trailer. I'm like, give it to me in 5 minutes or less, or I'm out. And them having their finger on the pulse of business. I love the fact that I can get my crypto news from Morning Brew. Crypto, we've seen a bump recently. Awesome. It means I got some of my money back. I haven't broken even. I got some of my money back to 100K. Come on, baby. So if you're interested in business, finance, or tech, I got your back. It takes seconds to subscribe to, and key point, like I said before, it's free. I love free. Free's always a great price. So click the link in the description to subscribe to Morning Brew today, and thank you once again to Morning Brew for sponsoring this video. I do appreciate it. All right, now let's review a movie. Did you ever watch and review a movie and think, why am I even reviewing this? How many people are gonna watch this video? What, 7? 17? Max? For you 7 to 17 people, this one's for you. That's why I do what I do. Try to have fun with my reviews, entertain you if you're not even gonna watch the movie, so let's do it. So The Protégé is a spy thriller that seems like it came out of nowhere because I saw 0 trailers for it. I saw no marketing. I don't know if you did. It stars Maggie Q, Michael Keaton, Samuel L. Jackson, and here we go. Samuel L. Jackson's character is a hitman who found Maggie Q's character when she was a child and trained her to be a great assassin. Feel like you've seen it before, right? Well, just wait. Then her mentor, Samuel L. Jackson's character, gets killed, so now she's following the breadcrumbs. It's a spy thriller where she's trying to go to the top, find out who was behind this, taking out anyone in her path. You still feel like you've seen it before? Right. So did I. And there are some movies out there that give you that sensation of like, yeah, I've seen this a million times before and I've seen it done better. That just, it's easy to write off. The thing that makes this movie different and more frustrating is the fact that there's actually stuff to like in this movie. This mess of a movie, there are things that stand out. First of all, Maggie Q I thought was great. It's Maggie Q and Michael Keaton. I mean, Samuel L. Jackson too, but he's not in the movie much. Samuel L. Jackson has gotten to the point that many actors work their entire lifetimes to get to. Granted, he's worked his entire lifetime to get to this point, where studios will write big checks just to have him in the movie for that long so they can put his name in the poster. Easy money, done, like good for him. And he actually uses the time given to him in this movie really well. He has some really good dialogue. He's got good snappy dialogue, as does Maggie Q and Michael Keaton. What I liked about them is initially when they meet, they have this flirty banter, this dialogue. Michael Keaton's super charming and suave, has all the right things to say. Maggie Q's equally charming, sexy, and suave, and has all the right responses and things to say. It's the kind of flirting I wish I could do, because my flirting is like, you're pretty, and that's it. Like, I know I don't have game. I wish I had this kind of game. That flirty, sexy banter back and forth actually kept the movie going for me. It's what I loved most in this movie. Yeah, nothing to do with guns, nothing to do with following the breadcrumbs, nothing to do with the investigation, no spy shit. Kind of funny that the best tension in this spy thriller was the sexual tension. Other tension? Spy thriller tension? Not really. I mean, they try, but no. I knew this movie was gonna have a tension problem in that respect when at the beginning, well, near the beginning of the movie, Maggie Q does a job. She's driving away and the camera's on her face. She's like, yeah, I'm a badass. And then these goons are just behind her vehicle, shooting at her vehicle, and the rear window blows out. So not bulletproof glass. Bullets are flying by her head. She's just like, yeah, I'm a badass. And I'm like, dude, you're not invincible. You need to duck. But she just didn't give a shit. It's like, what are you, a robot? Are you a goddess? Well, I'm not gonna say Maggie Q's not a goddess, but I'm just saying, unless you're one of those two things, fucking duck and cover. It reminded me of when tough guys walk away from explosions behind them, only instead of an explosion is bullets flying by your head. Granted, when tough guys walk away from explosions, there could always be shrapnel that just, but I don't always think about that. But bullets, fresh on my mind. I'd love to see someone actually do this in a movie and have it go down exactly how it probably would have gone down. Yeah, I'm a badass. Had some cool scenes though, which is different than tension, but there were actually some pretty slick scenes of executions. I see moments like that, like fatalities and some of the Mortal Kombat games that weren't as good. I can still enjoy those. Also, Maggie Q is great for a role like this. I mean, it's not her first spy thriller at all. She's got more spy thrillers ahead of her. I have no doubt about that. I hope the spy thrillers she's in going forward don't give me that sensation of like, yeah, I've seen this when I read the synopsis. And some of that lack of tension does come from the editing. There were a couple of edits where I was like, that ended too quickly, or it cut away to something else and that scene was just half as long as it probably should have been. One scene where I was like, oh, okay, you could draw that out or not. It's done now, okay. Yeah, why not? Let's just get to the end. I'm not gonna say the thing I usually say about movies where I say, oh, the movie was a bit too long, because it wasn't too long. I'll give it that. I mean, The Protégé is directed by Martin Campbell, who directed Casino Royale, which is still top tier James Bond movie, but he's also directed some garbage. So, you know, he's 50-50. This movie felt like he was seasoned enough to be like, okay, I know what works, I know what doesn't. I'm gonna take elements of both of those and combine them into a movie that by the end, people will be like, yeah, that movie came out. That's right, forgot. It feels like I'm bagging on the movie a lot, sure. I didn't hate it. There were things I enjoyed in it, and it was the actors' chemistry together and the dialogue they had. I saw it, and it's not like I'm gonna go to my friends and be like, hey, you gotta see this. You're looking for a spy thriller? This. I wouldn't recommend it to friends. I don't think alcohol's gonna help it, so it sounds worse than I mean it to sound, but I'm just saying I'm not gonna remember this movie in T-minus, well, let's say 2 days. Yeah, already forgot. Or I'll forget tomorrow anyway. All right, so The Protégé, are you gonna watch? Are you? Kind of curious at this point. I forgot what August movies feel like. I was like, oh yeah, August. That's when they're like, yeah, summer's over. And this stuff came out. Right, so have you seen this movie? What did you think about it? Or what's a great spy thriller for you? What's one of your favorites out there? Whatever you think, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.